On June 25, 2009, a tragedy unfolded that would send shockwaves through the world. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, was found unresponsive in his Los Angeles home. The scene outside his Carrollwood home was a chaotic mix of paparazzi, fans, and emergency responders. Inside, a desperate struggle to save his life was underway. This video delves into the events leading up to and immediately following Jackson's death, focusing on the actions of those present and the broader impact of his passing. For years, Michael Jackson had been a subject of intense fascination for the paparazzi. Ben Evenstad, a 31-year-old photographer and co-founder of the National Photo Group agency, was particularly captivated by Jackson. Unlike other celebrities, Jackson was a mystery, often seen in masks and holding umbrellas, a reclusive figure who sparked endless speculation. Evenstad's fascination led him to document Jackson's life, and he believed that the singer's unique presence and devoted fan base made him unlike any other celebrity. Evenstad's dedication to photographing Jackson had not always been well received by his previous agency, which had grown frustrated with the lack of valuable photos. In 2007, Evenstad founded his own agency and recruited Christopher Weiss, a friend with a medical background who was struggling with debt. Weiss, initially hesitant, soon became intrigued by the job and the opportunity to capture exclusive photos of Jackson. In late 2008, Jackson moved into the Hotel Bel Air, and Evenstad assigned Weiss to stake out the hotel. The agency's focus on Jackson paid off when he moved to Carrollwood in Los Angeles. For a time, Evenstad's agency was the only one with photographers outside Jackson's new home, giving them a significant advantage. On June 25, 2009, the day of Jackson's death, the number of paparazzi outside his home had dwindled. Weiss was not even there. He was instead waiting outside the home of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, Hollywood's hottest couple at the time. However, a call from Evenstad's agency photographer, Alfred Ibanez, changed everything. Ibanez reported an ambulance at Jackson's home and urged Evenstad and Weiss to rush there immediately. Weiss arrived first at Jackson's home, finding only a handful of fans and autograph hunters. The other photographers present were from Evenstad's agency, drawn by the urgent call. Weiss, with his medical training, analyzed a photo Ibanez had taken of the call screen inside a fire truck. The screen showed a 50-year-old male who was not breathing, a sign of a serious condition. Despite this, Weiss and Evenstad initially assumed it was not life-threatening, as paramedics usually load and go within 8 to 10 minutes in such cases. At 12:40 p.m. inside Jackson's home, the paramedics were working desperately to revive him. His EKG showed a flat line, and the capnography reading was critically low. They administered epinephrine and atropine, drugs used to restart the heart and accelerate its function. However, finding a suitable vein to administer the drugs was challenging, and the paramedics struggled to locate one in Jackson's arms. They eventually found enroman 4 in his leg, but it was not functioning properly. After an urgent discussion, they managed to insert enroman 4 into Jackson's jugular vein and administered the first round of drugs. Despite their efforts, there was no sign of life. Senef, one of the paramedics, was in constant contact with the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center, relaying their actions. Dr. Richelle Cooper, a highly experienced emergency medicine specialist, advised that further resuscitation efforts would be futile and that Jackson could be pronounced dead. However, Dr. Conrad Murray, Jackson's personal physician, intervened. Murray, who had not yet revealed that he had given Jackson propofol earlier that morning, insisted that he could feel a pulse in Jackson's groin and elbow. He wanted to continue efforts to revive the singer. With the paramedics ready to give up, Murray assumed control of the situation. He had a valid California medical license, and it was within protocol for him to take over. Murray wanted to give Jackson bicarbonate, magnesium, and a central line before transporting him to the hospital. The paramedics followed his instructions, carefully sliding Jackson onto a backboard and preparing to carry him down the stairs. As the paramedics prepared to transport Jackson, the scene outside his home grew more chaotic. Fans and paparazzi began to realize the severity of the situation. Inside, housekeepers and Jackson's staff were trying to keep his children, who were in the den with their nanny, from seeing what was happening. The paramedics managed to carry Jackson down the stairs and load him into the ambulance. Murray, still convinced he could save Jackson, rode with them to the hospital. Michael Jackson's death was a tragic event that left the world in shock. The actions of those present, from the paparazzi to the paramedics and Dr. Murray, highlighted the complex and often chaotic nature of such emergencies. Jackson's legacy, however, endures, a testament to his unparalleled impact on music and culture.